Hey guys, welcome into the stream. This is our very first Raw, and there's going to be something we do a little bit different that we hadn't quite been doing before. But we're going to do it every time, 100% of the time. When I go through this match card, if you look right down at the bottom, right above where it's highlighted on news, right here, it'll say rivalry match. If it is a rivalry match, I'm not touching it. I don't care what it is. I used to change all of them. I used to change the entire card, but I am not going to touch it. So Jane versus Liv Morgan, we're just going to kind of run down the match card so you get an idea. Brand new Raw Women's Tag Team titles will be on the line tonight with the New World Order, who is now a part of the Raw brand. Kind of a Legends match almost in a way, where we got Steve Austin, Hulk Hogan, John Cena, and Randy Orton all facing off. Really to kind of start establishing themselves on who is going to be up to take on these different titles, the World title and the Intercontinental title. Women's Intercontinental title on the line tonight. Bianca Belair is the champion. Men's television title on the line now. For this, they do not have to be a part of the Raw brand, and I will give you a for instance. Bret Hart is a part of the SmackDown brand, but the men have 3 titles that will travel. Cody Rhodes, part of the Raw brand. Grunning, brand new look for Grunning, part of the TSW brand, and then Rey Mysterio, a part of the Raw brand. Totes and Roode will go after the brand new Raw men's tag team titles held by The Undertaker and Kane. Kind of a tall thing there. Recon Delta, a part of the Raw brand, going after Randy Savage and Brock Lesnar, who is the current Raw men's world champion. No title on the line, but Danny Ladz will be facing off against him tonight. So let's get this thing started. What is going on, Paul? Welcome to the stream, brother. Bama, welcome to the stream. I told you we were doing it today. We were going to do it yesterday, but my wife's schedule changed a little bit. So the brand new Raw Arena, it's kind of a little kickback as far as some of the logos are concerned. Back to the Raw is War, back during your Triple H and Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock type eras, the eras they came up in. Coming to you live from Chicago, Illinois. You've seen now that there's titles on the line tonight. This is kind of an amazing arena. But the thing about, and the reason why we're going to start letting this play out, when you let rivalry matches play out, that's where you get some of your cutscenes. So where I was knocking them out before, I don't care what they are, we're letting them play out. So we had seen earlier where Stevie Ray and BookerT had won the Universal Tag Team titles, only to turn around and lose them again. Or no, the Steiners, actually, they won them from the Steiners. So many things to keep up with now. I was worried about keeping up with the 100 wrestlers, and now we have well over that. Maybe even encroaching upon but this is what I'm talking about. Right away, the Outsiders getting on Harlem Heat of the Hurt Business and starting to lay the boots to them. The match hasn't even started yet. Nobody has even rung the bell. They were just trying to make their way down to the ring. Scott Hall gets in. BookerT gets in. Referee says ring the bell, and now the match is underway. Now, something that we did so we can make sure that it's always a part of the brands that we're watching is we made all of the arena canvases, all the mats in the ring look the same. And we will do that every single time. So Scott Hall getting Kevin Nash tagged in quick. And Booker T still on the ground. Stevie Ray, now everything has kind of set themselves up. But since the beginning of this, the outsiders have been firmly in control of what's going on. And rightfully so. They jumped them from behind. Hey, what's going on, Jane? Welcome to the stream. Booker T looking to get the things turned around. Didn't. And now Kevin Nash. I think I had it right the first time. I think the Steiners are the Universal Tag Champions. But regardless of that, there's no titles on the line in this match. The outsiders heard that Harlem Heat was back and wanted to get a piece of them, and a piece of them is what they're getting right now. Now, Stevie Ray, the bigger of the two wrestlers, has tagged himself back in. Hey, it's not bad being at work. Never a bad thing being at work. That's how you got to make that money. Stevie Ray kind of content, just sitting here. Thought he was going to let Kevin Nash get back in the ring, but he didn't. Kind of a mistake to go out against Kevin Nash that late in the count. If he wanted to do that, that's one thing, but he should have jumped out of the ring right away. And had he done that, he would be in control right now. Instead, Kevin Nash using the ring once, twice, only 2 times the lady, but uses that ring against Stevie Ray. And so the two of the bigger men on both the tag teams right now are the legal men in the ring. Hey, Dave, what is going on? Welcome to the stream. Now, Dave, your wrestler's not wrestling tonight. However, you do have a brand new look. And that may be coming as early as SmackDown. So lots of changes. It's going to take a while to get everything settled in, but that is so often what happens with change. But it's going to bring us a lot of really interesting wrestling matches. Booker T now finally getting things turned back around. Pulls Kevin Nash out into the center of the ring. Rolls up the leg. 1. And Scott Hall in to break it up. I honestly don't think he needed to. But now Scott Hall and Stevie Ray hooked up. So the two legal men are almost on an island by themselves. They are basically in a one-on-one match. The Harlem Hangover thought that might do it, but he goes back up top again. Crossbody now rolls the leg. 1, 2, and a kick out in 2. To kick out of the Harlem Hangover, that is crazy. You look at the size of Booker T, and then he jumps up and does a little flippity-dippity in the air, brings that leg down, kind of like a Hogan leg drop, and now with the force of all that coming off the top rope and gravity, mix that up in a bowl and get an owie. Big choke slam. Now, Nash goes for the pin. 2. And kicks out in 2. Now you see, we didn't see it at the beginning, but Hogan and Eric Bischoff have accompanied the outsiders down to the ring. Scott Hall splits open Booker T. 1, 2. And again, out in 2. But look, Booker's got nowhere to go. Really needs Stevie Ray to get there because now, Scott Hall, who is often known to steal people's moves, steals the Harlem sidekick and hits Booker T with his own finishing move. That is crazy. I know, you got to watch out for old Frankie Two Fingers. But man, we've been having so much fun doing the other things that, you got to do it. What's going on, Pony? Welcome to the stream. Now, it looks like Scott Hall's getting a little advice over the corner from Hogan and from Eric Bischoff. Whatever it was, apparently works out. throws Booker T into the corner, stays out there. Thought he might have been trying to get back in. Booker says, let me give you some help. And both wrestlers back in during the 8 count. Booker T now fighting through. Now it's pretty... There, now here it is. This is Booker T's finishing move. Puts it on Scott Hall, rolls up the leg, but both times getting the rope break. Now Booker T going to clean house. And, oh, thought he was getting Stevie Ray back in there, and now here he goes, big elbow. So we've seen him do the Harlem Hangover off the top rope. We've seen him do the crossbody, and now we've seen him deliver an elbow down off that top rope. And here we go again. Again. 2 side kicks, and still has him in the rope. Now that's usually the move that sets up the side kick. So kind of doing that backwards. Scott Hall trying to get back to his feet right now. Delivering a knife edge chop and a big left hand on an already cut up Booker T's face. Now even though it's the NWO, the crowd loves them some Scott Hall. So Scott Hall calling for it, thought he might have been going for the Rager's Edge. Instead, gets Kevin Nash tagged in, but here's Booker T yet again with another kick. But look, I'm going to tell you what, if Harlem Heat loses this match, you can look back at those 3 moves right there, not knowing where you were at in the ring, and blame it on that. Booker T on another level right now, but how long is that going to last, especially against a team like Harlem Heat? Pretty amazing. The Outsiders also pretty amazing. You can't be making mistakes, whether you're a great team or not. You can't be making mistakes against a great team. So Booker T trying to get some things set up, trying to keep inflicting damage on Kevin Nash. Kevin Nash, though, rolls out, and this was a mistake that we saw Stevie Ray make earlier. Letting Kevin Nash have a break. Letting Kevin Nash get back to his feet and then going out. If I was Booker T at this point, I would stay in the ring. Let Kevin Nash come in the ring. Maintain your advantage. And Stevie Ray on the side, getting it taken to him. Now, see, that's well, I was going to say that's smart. Not so smart, but luckily it works out for Booker T this time. Picks up Kevin Nash, which is not an easy task in itself. And a big slam. Here he goes again, back up on the top. And look at that. Scott Hall reaches out his hand, gets in, distracts Booker T. Booker T goes after him, misses, and then reaches his hand in to get tagged in and get Kevin Nash out of the ring. Like that could have been, easily could have been over. But now Scott Hall taking on both members of Harlem Heat. And seems to be doing a pretty good job of it. Here we go, his finishing move now, the Razor's Edge. Is Kevin Nash going to get back to his feet? Big slam there, rolls him up, and you see, this is the difference. That time, Scott Hall, even though he was up and close to the ropes, made sure that when he went for the pin to push Booker T out away so that the ref would count. Don't know what Booker T is doing, but I know it's a mistake either way. Should have stayed in the ring. Too many NWO members outside of that ring. And now it's just Booker T. See, Booker T had the advantage if he would have just stayed in the ring, maintained his focus on Scott Hall. Scott Hall giving him a little bit of taunting, though. Oh, thought Scott Hall actually was getting the better of that exchange, but Booker T a little bit faster on the draw. but really seems like he wants, like he is getting his attention drawn away for all the wrong reasons. So, whoa, playing a little possum right there. Sidekick. Is he going to get Scott Hall back in the ring? Thought he'd go after Kevin Nash. Kevin Nash, though, wasn't having it. Now he's having it. 2 scoops, please. And I thought Booker T right there was going to just run the table with the entire NWO. Not sure what Booker T's doing. Whip Scott Hall into the corner. Could we see our first double T move? No. Scott Hall fights through it. Big shoulder block now. Rolls up the chin. And Stevie Ray in to break it up in 2. Him and Kevin Nash look like they're going to take it to the outside. Scott Hall should have let him do it. Instead, doesn't. And now Booker T setting up for it. We've seen it a few times. Oh, but now Scott Hall stole his move in the beginning. Booker T now taking the razor's edge and taking it to Scott Hall. Rolls up the leg. And Scott Hall kicks out at 2.5. Booker T setting up for something again now. Getting ready to hit him with the sidekick. But look, he's going to roll the leg there. What? You know Scott Hall was in the ropes. Nothing changed from the last 3 times he tried to pin him. But the referee,
Ray and Booker T, the Hurt Business.
But the referee was like, look, I'm having none of it. If I've rope break this enough, I'm not having it. It ends up calling the match. First match of the night, 4-star match. Welcome to the stream, Rebecca. Don't worry about it. It's all good. So the Hurt Business 1, the NWO 0. So Jane now making her WWE Raw debut against Liv Morgan. Remember, our first 2 matches of the evening are rivalry matches. Have nothing to do with them. The last 2 matches of the evening were also rivalry matches, nothing to do with them. If it is a rivalry match from here on out, I'm not changing it. I'm only going to change the ones that aren't. So what does all that mean? We don't know. We're about to find out, though. Jade making her way out first. Going to make her way down to the ring.
The following contest is scheduled for 1 fall. Making her way to the ring from Chelsea, England, the Legend Killer, Jade.
So figured out a few things in the settings so that most of the time the announcer will actually call the wrestlers as they're coming down. So that's good. Got that fixed. Basically, what you have to do is take your show, change the commentary to general purpose, and then this will happen. Seems to be a better experience. So Jane's Raw debut, no titles on the line. Facing off against Liv Morgan.
And from Elmwood Park, New Jersey, Liv Morgan.
Liv Morgan, look at that. Little freaky black eye paint there. But Not the first time we've seen freaky eye paint. So, she should be just fine with that. Now, if you do look at the arena, many, many more people than at a normal TSW pay-per-view event. However, you have seen Monday Night Meltdown, and it is in a large arena like this now as well. So all wrestlers of all three brands having to deal with the more people. It's going to be an adjustment period, I'm sure, getting used to it. What is Becky Lynch doing here? You can tell, obviously, very interested in what Jane is doing in the WWE. They're having some words right now, right in front. Right in front. Whoa, pulls out a chair. Apparently she's just going to sit down and watch the match. See what's going on with the newcomer, Becky Lynch, the current Raw Women's Champion right now. So maybe she's just marking her territory. Maybe she's just like, hey, this is my house. You just play here. So, we'll see what that means. 2, and already a 2 count real quick on Liv Morgan. You know Jane has got to kind of, at this point, kind of have an eye looking towards Becky to see what's going on. Make sure that she's not going to interfere in the match somehow. Now has Liv Morgan in a submission hold. But Liv fights through it, gets back up to her feet. Liv's got the watch me right across the backside there. Whoa, gets her up. Actually, locks in the helicopter on her. And now tries to get some things turned back around. But Jane was off to a really quick start early on in this match. Now Liv's taking it up to the top rope. Don't think Jane sees her. But Jane gets back to her feet. And luckily just out of range of what was going to happen from Liv Morgan. Now we can see Becky's still sitting right there. She's still sitting in the chair. Hasn't done anything as of yet. Jane sits down. Sit down jawbreaker. And for the most part, Jane has been in control. Now Jane takes it to the top rope. Liv went one time. Didn't get anything. Jane hits her with the elbow. Now goes, rolls up the leg. 1, 2. And a 2.5 count already. Jane's telling the ref, like, look, count that 3. Now Jane goes, oh, back and forth go the punches. Takes her all the way to the floor. Whoa, look at this. Jane said, I don't care what your territory is. And maybe Becky's got something to say. Whoa. Neither woman swinging. And Jane sees Liv coming from behind. Does the old Olay move and throws her into Becky. Puts Liv right back in the ring. Rolls in. And back they go. Becky Lynch still down on the ground. But quite the exchange so far. And it seems like Jane's really in a 2-on-1 match. We will have to see what happens now. Rolls the leg. 1, 2. And just a 2 count. What is going on, Fabian? Welcome to the stream. Now, for those of you that aren't up, that have been following the wrestling, but maybe you're not up on it. Maybe you are, but maybe you're not. Everything changed a couple episodes ago. You're going to want to make sure you go back and watch those streams. That's how we got to where we're at right now. Rolls the leg. 1, 2. And a 2 count. Look at that, though. Becky Lynch still on the ground. Maybe Liv kind of hit her the wrong way. Or maybe Becky's playing a little bit of possum. Jane now gets that turned back around. And she has been in control for the most part of this match. Now, we have seen Jane win off this. Rolls the leg. 1, 2. And I went to say 3. And that 3 is not what happened. Liv picks her up. Is this... Oh, 2 knees to the face. Goes, rolls the leg. 1, 2. And Jane kicks out in 2. Liv, I was about to think she couldn't believe it, but no, that is her finishing move. 1, 2. And Jane still kicks out in 2 3/4. Jane now trying to get things turned around. Becky's still on the ground. Liv's taking it to the top. Jumps, big elbow. Tries to stop her, but rolls out of the way. And oh, I thought that was going to be it. Oh, watch out, helicopter. Jane sidesteps the helicopter. Can't believe it. And Liv recovers way faster than she thought. A running bulldog off the top rope. 1, 2. And Jane again out in 2. Look at this. Becky Lynch goes to get in the ring and then get back out. Liv getting all kinds of fired up. Now, I think had Becky interfered right there, had Becky touched either one of them, that would have been game over. Liv now blocks the attempt by Jane, gets put in a helicopter without the use of the side ropes, and hits her again with her finishing move. That has got to be it. 1, 2, 3. No! 2 times now she is kicked out of Liv's finishing move. And remember, this hasn't exactly been a one-on-one match. Jane back up to her feet. And now this might be it. Last dance of Mary Jane. Hits it right on top of the old scunion of Liv. Rolls up the leg. 1, 2. And kicks out in 2. Jane now can't believe that. What is she doing now? She has got what looks like was going to be a chokehold. Is not, though. Slams her down. Rolls the leg again. 1, 2, 3. And Jane wins her debut match. But something maybe even a little bit bigger than that going on.
Here is your winner, the Legend Killer, Jane.
It looks like Jane got the attention of the Raw Women's Champion, who Becky Lynch making her presence known, but Jane overcoming that and Liv Morgan to win her very first match. That is 2 4-star matches to start the evening. Like, it's almost like we've never seen a 5-star match, so the only place we could go is down. But next, the brand new redesigned Raw Women's Tag Team Champions for the women will be on the line. New World Order going after the Iconics. Whew, got to slow it down a little bit. Too much action. Too much action. We've been shooting people up on Red Dead. We've been having all kinds of stuff go all willy-nilly here on the Raw program, our very first one. That'll be a trivia question. First 2 matches go 4 stars. Holy cow. Now, this hasn't been heard in a while. The music of the New World Order in a Raw arena.
Contest is scheduled for 1 fall and is for the Raw Women's Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers, the NWO.
So to be fair, we got real wrestlers in there. The Iconics are real wrestlers. So we've got WWE wrestlers now that we've expanded our universe out. But can the NWO take out one of the greatest women's tag teams of all time? Can they take the title belts from them tonight? That'll be the question. We've had a lot of subtle changes to a lot of our TSW wrestlers too. We'll see one tonight. We'll see a couple on Friday night.
The Raw Women's Tag Team Champions, Billie Kay and Peyton Royce, the Iconics.
So we'll see some more on SmackDown when we see them, and then we'll see a lot of them again on the TSW Wrestling Show. We have done a lot of changes. For instance, Blackheart. Never really liked his outfit. Couldn't come up with anything. Came up with something great. Grunning's another one. Like, I like the last one better, but I really like this one. And if you're wondering, this is their entrance. But brand new redesigned Raw Women's Championships on the line right now. Will they be able to hold out against the New World Order? Now, TSWs have been having to deal with the New World Order. Now the New World Order, it seems to be at least getting unleashed onto Raw. And will the men, like we already know that, yeah, the men, like the original New World Order is also in Raw. So will the women's and the men's line up? Will they not line up? Will they just remain separate entities? Who knows? Right now, they are not worried about that. What they are worried about is getting their hands on these tag team titles. So obviously, the biggest female wrestler in the ring right now is Kylee. Much bigger than both of the other ones, but she'll still take it, or try to take it off the top rope anyway. Billie Kay trying to stop her, does not, and gets a double overhand axe handle for her problems. Now rolls the leg, one. Only a one count. And if I was the Iconics, I would be trying to tag in and out of the ring quickly. Like staying fresh, keep the NWO guessing. Using a lot of double team moves. Now, obviously not using a double team move there, but that's a quick tag. Peyton Royce now coming in. Doing some crazy acrobatic moves onto Kylee. Kylie's like, hey, I don't remember seeing this, but you know I want to see a pin. You're going to do crazy pinning maneuvers. I want to see them work. Peyton saying, hey, look, I'm not sure if you stretch this hammy out, but let me get a stretch on that hamstring for you. Kylee says, thank you, but I'm good. Now, here's part of the thing. When you look at, like, who's got different styles and who does what, there's a lot of power coming out of Kylee when she's doing her moves. So that's something that the Iconics really are going to have to deal with. The old rump shaker right there. Grabs her now, thought she was bringing her into the corner. She missed. And Peyton fights through it. Gets her down on the ground now. Rolls. Doesn't roll anything. Just chest to chest. Now look. She's like, hey, that's a pretty quick tag. So far, they have made 2 tags. Kylee is not tagged out once yet. Now, it's picked her up. I don't think. Oh, this may be a submission hold. I didn't think it was. But Billie Kay fights through it. And then picks her up, side slam, right onto the back of that neck and head area. Brings her out into the center of the ring. And that's something that Harlem Heat wasn't doing. They weren't aware of where they were at in the ring. And lucky that they came away with the win that they did. A lot of mistakes made in that match by Harlem Heat, but they did come away with the win, so all's well that ends well. What is going on? Eagle Star, welcome to the stream. I'm also given, when you look at the 4 Horsemen, I haven't done it because I've already given Eagle an updated look, but I have just recently, today, given Robbo and Rowdy a more updated look. Very similar, but updated. Kylee now, this is kind of amazing to me, is still not tagged out of the match, and the referee saw that. That's one of those moves where you can't be one of the greater women's tag teams of all time and not have a few tricks up your sleeve. Billie Kay reaches over, grabs those ropes. Now, Kylee tries to slam her, but Billie Kay slides through the legs and goes for the pin, and look at Peyton. Oh, now she does the old thing. Oh, I was going to say, please pin her. All I need is crazy pins all night long. Kylee now, whoa, almost got stopped, but does finally get the current Triple Crown TV champion in the ring. And Billie Kay welcomes her real quick, says, hey, welcome to the ring. I'm going to welcome your face to the mat, and does. Peyton Royce tries to go running by. Shyanne stops her, but Peyton still comes out on top. Now, Peyton taking it up to the top rope. Trying to get in position. Cross body off the top rope out onto the floor. Goes for that move again. Misses it. The old split slam. And the referees count up to 3. Guys, remember, drop a like on the video, subscribe if you do, turn on the bell notification so you don't miss any time we go live, and share the video. Share it. It's free. It's all free. Shyanne now getting things turned around, but the ref is up to a 6 count. The belts will not change hands. 7 now. 8 will not change hands on a count out. Shyanne has got to know that and get back out of the ring to reset. Okay. I was going to say, I don't know that I would have left it to chance because, honestly, the Iconics, they can have it. They can get disqualified. It doesn't matter. The belts will stay in their possession. 2. And, wow, I wasn't even really going to count it, but 2.5 count put on Shyanne. Peyton, I was going to say, I didn't think she was paying attention, but she was. Boots upside the head. She gave her boots upside her head. And now, boot to the gut, trying to knock her into the corner. She finally falls into the corner. And now, here we go. Little Bronco busting. Move made famous by X-Pac. Shyanne delivering that right onto Peyton Royce's face. 1, 2. And a 2 count. NWO, like I really thought, would be more in control of this match, and really so far they haven't been. It's been a little bit back and forth, but I think the Iconics have really come out on top of this. Well, right up until that, powerbomb, 1. Didn't need the breakup because Peyton reached up and grabbed the rope as well. Now Kylee saved her tag team partner a little bit. Thought she was going to put her out, maybe taking too much time, because now Billie Kay does her job. Peyton Royce back in control of the situation. And that's exactly what she was trying to do. Shyanne goes to get in the ring, distracts Peyton. Kylee comes to, but not in enough time, and here we go. Owie. Is she going to go for the pin? Of course she is. 1. And only a 1 count. That is shocking. That is a move that they normally win a lot of matches on, but I think she's shocked too. Wanted to go ahead, get out of the ring, and regroup. Billie Kay now, big clothesline. Kylee already back up to her feet. Billie Kay letting the hands go. Brings her up. Hurricane Rana. Thought she was going for the pin, but changed her mind on it. Oh! That is a high impact move right there. Now she goes for the pin. 1, 2. And kind of a funny route Shyanne took to breaking up that pin, but nonetheless, she did break it up. Throws her out, stuns Billie Kay, and then gets Kylee back into this match. But look, it's kind of all for naught. Every time something goes to happen, every time the NWO goes to get ahead in the match, it ends up not working out so well. Big boot, rolls the leg. Thought that might have done it, but Shyanne kind of happened on the wrong side of the arena, or of the mat. She gets her out. Can Kylee use the opportunity that just got afforded to her? Oh, please. Oh, I thought that was going to be a pin. I was like, please win on that pin. That's amazing. Whoa. Kylee just hit Billie Kay so hard with the elbow that it knocked her back into the corner. And now here she goes. Big O buster right there. Puts her back out into the center of the ring. Thought she was going for the pin. Doesn't. Instead, goes in, says, hey, let me get a rep or two in right here. And then drop the bar. Now tags in Shyanne. And I'm trying to figure out maybe why. Well, this could be it. Can Shyanne step into the ring, hit her with the 8-second ride, and win the tag team title belts? Rolls the leg. 1, 2, 3, and that's exactly what happens. I'm like, hey, what is she doing? Why would she be doing that? And then ends up coming away.
Here are your winners, the NWO.
And I'm telling you what, TSW wrestlers now in their debut of another brand are really making some inroads. Even though it's the NWO, these ladies did come from the TSW brand and walk away the Raw Women's Tag Team Champions. And you know what's kind of crazy about the whole thing is they were not in a position to really win the match, I didn't think. They had been on the wrong end most of the match, and then to come out actually on top and win those tag team titles, that is amazing. That is some weird timing, the way that all of that went. So, right now with the rebranding of Raw, we've had a lot of wrestlers want to come back. Stone Cold being one of them. He has spent some time away from the ring. Now making his way back to the ring and trying to reestablish who he is inside the Raw brand.
The following contest is a fatal four-way match. Making his way to the ring from Victoria, Texas, weighing in at 252 pounds, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Stone Cold Steve Austin, one of the most iconic wrestlers ever. I mean, and he's also in this match. Well, really all of them. You look at John Cena. You look at Stone Cold Steve Austin. You look at Hollywood Hogan, of course. Even Randy Orton. Going to be a great match. Now, yeah, it is a Fatal 4-Way match, but it is a Fatal 4-Way elimination match.
And his opponents, first, representing the NWO, from Hollywood, California, weighing in at 302 pounds, Hollywood Hogan!
So Hollywood Hogan making his way down to the ring, the leader of the NWO, and something that we can only assume is now paying Totes my goats to have the ability to use the NWO brand. Don't know if that was the plan all along, but we know all the way back in Season 1, Totes became the owner of that NWO brand. So now anybody who wears it, got to pay that money. You think about this, what an iconic match just with the two wrestlers all by themselves. Hogan and Steve Austin, Hogan in his heyday, Steve Austin in his heyday. Could you even imagine? Now these guys trying to establish themselves in the pecking order of who is going after the Raw World Championship, who is going to be facing Brock Lesnar.
And from West Newbury, Massachusetts, weighing in at 251 pounds, John Cena!
John Cena really has taken a lot of time away from wrestling for Hollywood and the acting portion of it, but now with all these people returning, said he wanted to be a part of it as well. The rebranding of Raw, the bringing back of maybe the Raw is War type era, the Attitude era. Now getting to be a part of that, plus some of the new blood. Who is the best? Right now it's Brock Lesnar on the Raw brand. He's the one that holds the title. But how long will he hold that title?
And from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 250 pounds.
It's okay, somebody time me out. Which is kind of funny. Same thing as the old pocket timeout. Look at Randy Orton making his way down to the ring. You got the RKO, which is a lot like the Diamond Cutter. You got the stunner. You got the Hogan leg drop. You got the Cena slam. Like, it's a lot of iconic finishing moves making their way into this ring right now. It is so crazy. I've got a list of wrestlers wrestling tonight on Raw, right? I also have a list of wrestlers about this long who aren't wrestling. Like, that would more than likely be on every single show if you could ever book them, right? That's how much talent is on each brand, every single brand. It's crazy. But here we go. All the majesty, all the pageantry of the entrances is over with. And now we're about to get down to it. So Stone Cold and John Cena start the match. Randy Orton and Hollywood Hogan. Now, I think, like, the two you really want to see is Hogan versus Austin, Orton versus Cena. But right now, that is not how they are lined up. There is no countouts. Falls will count anywhere. And right now, all the wrestlers just trying to establish themselves. Just trying to get back into the flow of things, too. And a 2 count already on John Cena. Kind of crazy. Stone Cold, of course, knows he likes to lay the boots, likes to lay the knuckles, doing all of that right now. But Randy Orton might be the story right now. He has been the one that has been in control pretty firmly on the outside of this ring. Now Randy rolls the leg. Okay, could this be the little window Cena needed to get back in it? No, that could be the window to get a stunner, though. Stone Cold pulling him back in the ring. Randy may just, or John may survive this because Randy has got him rolled up. Not even a 1 count, even though it was a lot longer than that. Hogan now removing stuff off the table. Is he going to be able to put Randy up on the table? Something we have never seen in any one of our matches. Cena now, after receiving the stunner, I think he's starting to realize he has got to get it going. If he does not, it's going to be a quick night for him. Stone Cold, once he gets going, he just keeps going and going. He's like the Energizer Bunny. Cena now trying to put the submission on Steve Austin. Instead, gets two elbows right to the kielbasa. Picks him up, slams him down. Randy Orton throwing Hollywood Hogan into that sidebar. Oh, and there it is. But this could be saving. Oh, Hogan kicked out so quick. It might not save Austin. 1. And a 2 3/4 count. Randy Orton just hit the RKO onto Hogan. 1, 2, 3. And Hogan is out a lot quicker than I would have even imagined. John Cena now delivers that, goes down, giving Stone Cold the old talking to, like, hey, are you okay? I hope not, because I want to pin you. And now Steve Austin getting it turned back around. Big clothesline, but now notices, hey, we got another guy in this ring. Now that's what makes it tough right now. You know, you got kind of the old triple threat match. And maybe Hogan took a little more out of Randy Orton than we thought. Orton tried to pick up Steve Austin and ended up not being able to do it. So, is that going to affect the match at all? Austin wisely rolls out. Orton now trying to get the best of John Cena. Picked him up, however, with no problem. Puts him into that side. Goes, is he going to go up top? Cena now almost in the dead center of the ring. Oh, big crossbody. 1, 2. And 2 3/4. Cena's starting to get down to the end of his rope. And Austin now, oh, Cena just saved Randy Orton, and that's what he gets. He gets what he gets, and he doesn't throw a fit. Orton just about became the recipient of a stunner. Cena saves him, and then Orton doesn't see the save. And gets a stunner anyway. Austin now pulling him out to the center of the ring. Cena rolls up the leg. 1, 2. And Orton out in 2. Steve Austin says, no, look, you do it this way. Orton's like, get off me. I've already kicked out one time. I ain't doing it again. So Austin says, all right, you stole the thing. I think I could have pinned him. And not just pinned him, gets the RKO. Looks like his hands are under the ropes. But the referee doesn't see it the same way. Cena now tries to roll him up, lets him up. Steve gets up. And here we go. Everybody getting in everybody's way again. What's going on, Rowdy? Welcome to the stream. Now, I would say probably the freshest wrestler in this whole thing is Randy Orton. You look at Cena and Steve Austin, they have been going back and forth where Orton, it was a really one-sided affair with him and Hogan. So even though he's gotten a stunner, oh, look at that. Cena got a little too one-track minded onto Steve Austin, so Randy Orton grabs him, puts the back of his head over his knee like he had done something wrong. And now delivering the boots. 1, 2, and 3. So Randy Orton, aptly named, much like Jane, the Legend Killer, hits Steve Austin again with the RKO, and I can't imagine you get up after a second RKO. 2, 3, and Randy Orton put down Hollywood Hulk Hogan, John Cena, and finally Stone Cold Steve Austin.
The Viper, Randy Orton.
So that would be 3 more notches on the old Legend belt right there. What a crazy match. Like, I really thought, and I even said at the beginning that there's no way, right? There's no way. Not against those 3. Like, maybe one-on-one, maybe you do something, you get kind of lucky. But to get all 3 in the ring at the same time and then have things just luckily turn out the way they turned out, pretty dang amazing. Now, the Triple Crown Women's Intercontinental Championship is going to be on the line. For the very first time, Bianca Belair is our Women's Triple Crown Intercontinental Champion, but we're going to get a chance to see Mia and Auska, as well as the former TSW Women's World Champion, who defended it quite a few times.
The following contest is a fatal 4-way match and is for the Triple Crown Women's Intercontinental Championship. Introducing the challenger, representing the club from Fontana, California, Mia Yim.
That is pretty funny that her helmet says, or her hat says baddie on it. Mia Yim, a part of the OC, led by AJ Styles. So far, the only woman in that faction. Is there going to be more? Could be. There could be, but tonight she gets her shot at the Intercontinental title.
And introducing the challenger from Osaka, Japan, Auska.
Auska, one of my favorite wrestlers in real life, makes her way down to the ring, getting her shot at the Women's Intercontinental Championship. She's got very, very colorful outfits. That is for sure. Or as our friends from the West would say, faux show. That's freaky. So the women's faction of the NWO has had and played a major role, and for that matter,
introducing the challenger, representing the NWO from Huntsville, Alabama, Heather D.
For that matter, so is the men. But the leader of the female version of the NWO, making her way down to the ring, recently lost the TSW Women's Championship, so now all of her attention is focused on the Raw brand. Will she be able to win in her debut match on Raw? Now, Rowdy's not wrestling tonight because obviously the Horsemen are on the SmackDown brand. SmackDown brand will be wrestling next. Maybe. Hold on, I take it back. Rowdy may be wrestling tonight. I don't know. I can't remember. Now, he is on SmackDown. Don't get that confused. But the TV title is on the line. I can't remember.
And introducing the champion from Knoxville, Tennessee, she's the Triple Crown Women's Intercontinental Champion, Bianca Belair.
Bianca Belair, current Triple Crown Women's Intercontinental Champion, making her way down to the ring. Is her hair going to play a role tonight? It almost has to, if she's going to be leaving with that Intercontinental Championship around her waist. So you can see some of the newly redesigned belts. We kept the design and changed how we did the actual strap. And some of them we completely redesigned. So, there's that. Is Rebecca able to talk yet? She should be. 300 seconds. So Bianca Belair and Auska getting it on. Mia Yim and Heather from the NWO starting out this match. And I'll tell you, probably, it's hard to say the toughest, but Bianca Belair has got to be the heavy favorite to win this thing. At least in my opinion. Thank you very much. I really I've had fun doing those. We'll probably do those for the rest of the year. That sounds like a long time, but it's only a couple more days. So Auska looking to get things turned back around, and I'll tell you, you kind of want to keep an eye on Auska. She has got some moves that we probably haven't seen a whole lot of. Heather now came off that top rope, thought she might have been trying to go for a pin. Instead, Mia grabs the leg, rolls up the arm. Doesn't quite get a 1 count, but I think that's because that caught the referee just as off guard as it caught us. 1. And a 1 count on the champ. Auska making inroads against Bianca now. Can she keep it up? Now Bianca takes that outside. Thought we might have been seeing the H-bomb coming from Heather, but instead, Mia gets that reversed back around. But you got to know that that's now sitting in the arsenal. And Mia's got to be very careful. Do not want to get caught off guard with that move. That is for sure. Got it. So it's funny, they kind of switched roles. Now Bianca and Auska are inside the ring. Mia and Heather on the outside of the ring. Mia kind of swings her through, grabs the neck, and does a jumping neck breaker. Oh, looked like a 360 splash, but Auska gets the knees up, blocks it, and now starting to get to work. Starting to get to work on the champ again. Has Bianca in a submission hold. Is Bianca going to tap out? Referee right on top of the action. Heather and Mia Yim right in front of the old announce table here. And using the announce table as a weapon, Auska rolls up the leg.
Bianca Belair has been eliminated.
The champion is now out of the match, so now no matter what happens, we will have a brand new Triple Crown Intercontinental Champion. Heather went for the pin, let her up, went back in, but only for a 1 count. And I was going to say, Heather's probably like in the wrong area for that. Like still currently not in the best area if Mia gets up. So Auska reverses back around. Mia gets to her feet just in the nick of time. Almost put Heather out of the way. And there it is. Tried to give it to her earlier. H-bomb onto Mia Yim's head on the outside of the ring. That has got to be it for her. 2, 3. And now it is down to Heather in her debut match on Raw. Can she come away with the Intercontinental Women's Championship, or is Auska, who is also making her debut on the Raw brand, normally she was from the SmackDown brand, is she going to be able to walk away with the Intercontinental title? Both women have been giving it their all the entire match. Throws Auska to the outside of the ring now. Auska, though, recovers quickly, gets Heather. Now she's in control of what's going on. Lets the feet go. And Heather somehow recovers fast enough to grab her and get back in control of what's going on. Big right forearm. Auska, though, not taking that one lightly. Starts delivering overhand rights. Heather grabs the leg. Is she rolling it up? Does. 1, 2. And a 2.5 count. Heather trying to stay in control. Jumps through. Old schoolboy maneuver there. And a swinging neck breaker now setting up for the H-bomb. And I got to believe if she can get this in, she will be the new champion. But doesn't. Auska turns it around. And now getting the Auska lock locked in. This might be it for Heather. Is she going to tap? She does, and we have a brand new Intercontinental Women's Champion, Auska.
Here is your winner and new Triple Crown Women's Intercontinental Champion, Auska.
So 2 women making their debut on the Raw brand in that match, and one of them comes away our brand new Intercontinental Champion. You got to see, though, Auska's got very colorful outfits. So here we go. Rowdy not wrestling tonight, but Rowdy does have an updated look. So he will be wrestling in the very next one, along with Robbo, who also has an updated look. But our current men's television champion is Bret Hart. Now, normally of the SmackDown brand. Brand new look for Grunning. Grunning, normally of the TSW brand. And then Cody Rhodes and Rey Mysterio of the Raw brand will go after the Triple Crown Television Championship tonight. You got to think about how prestigious that is. In this match, you've got 3 WWE World Champions. And Cody Rhodes also has
is a fatal 4-way match and is for the Triple Crown Television Championship. Introducing the challenger from Charlotte, North Carolina, weighing in at 254 pounds, the American Dream, Cody Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes also has a Universal Championship to his name. The original, when we designed the Universal Championship belt, was the original winner of that belt, and then later lost it to Totes. So, lot of prestigious champions in this match going after the Triple Crown television title. You got to think, with the number of great wrestlers in the Raw brand.
Representing the Rough Riders from San Diego, California, weighing in at 175 pounds, Rey Mysterio.
Who would even be left for the SmackDown brand? You look at the TSW brand, we've seen them. Now we're seeing the Raw brand with all the wrestlers they have in them. Who's even left? Plenty. Let me tell you, plenty.
And introducing the challenger from your darkest fears, weighing in at 301 pounds, the Hammer.
So Grunning now making his way down to the ring, and he kind of just gets a little more redefined and redefined until we can finally get it right. He also looks a little bit more slimmed down than he has been. In the past. So is he more slimmed down, or does he just look more slimmed down? That's the question. That's what we're going to have to watch, kind of keep an eye on. I know he's still 300 plus pounds, so However it is, it can't be that much. I will. I will stream tomorrow morning. Yeah, we'll stream all through the rest of the week. I think one of the days, if Jane wants to, we'll do some survival.
Representing the Hart Foundation from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, weighing in at 235 pounds. He is the Triple Crown Television Champion, Bret the Hitman Hart.
Other than that, we're probably going to just keep playing Red Dead. Yeah, it's kind of funny. People seem to really enjoy it, so as long as they're enjoying it, we'll do it. I appreciate that. Wouldn't be the same without you. So Grunning, will he be able, in his kind of debut with his new look, is he going to be able to maybe bring back the Triple Crown television title to the TSW brand? Will Bret Hart keep it with the SmackDown brand? Hard to say. Cody Rhodes, is he going to bring it home to Raw? Rey Mysterio. All great champions. Really, when you look at it, Grunning is probably the least experienced wrestler that we have in the ring, and not by a little, by far. However, what Grunning lacks in experience, he will make up for in size. Cody Rhodes now getting split open by Rey Mysterio. Rey thought he had a little bit of time, but I think all that did was piss off the American Nightmare. If you remember back, his dad's nickname was the American Dream, and his son became the American Nightmare. That's kind of funny if you think about it. What would your guys' nickname, if you guys had a nickname in wrestling, what would your wrestling nickname be? Like Cody Rhodes is his name, right? But his nickname is the American Nightmare. What would yours be? So Rey Mysterio goes up on the top rope, misses, but lands on his feet. Cody gives him a little smack upside the head, then he goes off the middle rope, and he doesn't miss. Now he picks up Rey in what looks kind of like a backpack, and then drops him right down on his neck breaker. And I am shocked that Rey Mysterio that quick is out of the match. Bret now rolls up the leg of Grunning. Only gets a 1 count, but Cody Rhodes right on top of Bret Hart, not having it, and rolls him up. What is going on, Mr. Zach Walker? Good to have you back. Remember, drop a like on the video, share it. Share the video. We always appreciate that. Cody Rhodes now gets Grunning. You know he's going to roll up his leg. Is Grunning going to be able to kick out of that? That move is devastating, especially on the outside of the ring. Now it is down to the current television champion and Cody Rhodes. But remember, Cody Rhodes was our initial Universal title holder back in the day. And Bret Hart is Bret Hart, so, like, hard to argue. 1. And only a 1 count on Cody so far. Bret is like, man, got my work cut out for me. Cody gets back to his feet, kind of playing some possum, throws Bret up into them stairs. And he plays up to the crowd too, but he does it quick. He's like in and out. In and out burger. Bret now getting it turned back around. Little shin breaker right there. And here it is, the sharpshooter. This can end people's nights with a quickness. If you look, he pushes down on that leg on the outside. Most people, they'll lock in the sharpshooter and then that's it. He's got him, and he's got it applied, and he's pushing down on that leg. Now, he should have let him up. Kind of a rookie mistake. But he doesn't let him up. And now Cody Rhodes back in control. Thought Cody was going to throw him up on top of that table. We have seen people clear off the table, but we have never seen him go through it. I was going to say, I don't even know if Cody realizes that that stuff is off there. Now, on that slam right there, you kind of see Bret Hart came down a little bit awkwardly on that. Here he goes again, gets him up into this backpack neck breaker maneuver. And I'm telling you what, you do that and you do that on the outside of the ring, that is going to end my night quick. Do we have a new champion? No, Bret Hart easily out in 2. And there it is. That is what has ended every other wrestler's night tonight. 1, 2, 3, and we have a brand new Triple Crown television champion.
Here is your winner and new Triple Crown television champion, the American Dream, Cody Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes, brand new American champion, went through the competition. Pretty sure he put out all 3 of them to become our very first Triple Crown champion. Now, we're getting close down to the end of the night. This will be the final title belts that are on the line tonight, but there are still 2 matches after this. However, right now, Totes McGoat's newly formed tag team with Rebranded, the Militia, will go after the Brothers of Destruction, Kane and The Undertaker, who have the Raw redesigned world title belts. Those are on the line right now. But this is going to be kind of a tall order. Like, you're seeing Totes in his debut Raw match. Rebranded has been on the Raw brand. Kane, Undertaker, been on the Raw brand. But now, one guy making his debut and then making his debut against 2 icons. That's going to be a tall order. Totes and Rebranded in their careers, though, not one to back down from people.
The following contest is scheduled for 1 fall and is for the Raw Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers. At a combined weight of 510 pounds, the Militia.
Kind of shocked Totes doesn't have a little, like you see, Rebranded's got it in there. Totes just straight. Now, if you were just going based off the look of confidence, I say these guys win right now. Just had the Brothers of Destruction hand over the belt. Totes and Rebranded, they'll carry him on to the back for him. But that is not what it's about. However, again, any given any given Wednesday Night Raw, right? You got to wrestle it out. You got to see who's going to win it. But that would freak you out right there. If Frankie Two Fingers was in the ring, I would be like, nope. I'd be gone. He gone.
And introducing the champions, at a combined weight of 622 pounds, they are the Raw Tag Team Champions, Kane and The Undertaker, the Brothers of Destruction.
Now, kind of the crazy thing, when they first came into the WWE, they were enemies. They were at it, they were fighting, and then something happened. And then they're like, oh, man, we're brothers, blood thicker than water. Oh, well, let's come together. That was scary for the rest. Now, when those guys were fighting each other, you know, the rest of WWE, I'm sure, is like, whatever. Freaky people. Thank you, Kane, for coming, so we don't have to fight The Undertaker anymore. But now you got to fight them both. Well, that's weird. The pyro did not go off, but you can see it's hooked up, so that's weird that it didn't go off. But whatever, brand new redesigned Raw Tag Team Championships on the line right now for the first time. Granted, The Undertaker and Kane brought them down, but who is going to leave with them? Who is going to become the very first Raw Tag Team Champions? There are some sexy looking belts, though. So it looks like Kane and B.Roode are going to be the ones starting off this match. Now, I think one of the keys, I mean, obviously, don't be in control. It's not going to be just the control of the match. It's going to be the pacing. See, I want that move to win every time. 2. Every time. I don't care if Kane would have been doing it to him. Any kind of crazy penny maneuver, you know I want him to win that way. What's funny, you got Kane sitting down, you got B.Roode on his knees, and they're the same height. Like they're the same height. So Roode played it up to the crowd. Don't think that's really going to be advised. The other thing, and I talk about this a lot, every time Totes is in a tag team match, you got to watch him. He typically does not stay in the ring for long periods of time. Oh, big boot right across the face. Got that whole area, big old size 15 boots coming at you live. B.Roode got that stuff in stereo. So Roode bringing Kane over. Is this going to be a double team move? No. Apparently not. Apparently not. Kane now getting the Undertaker tagged in. I don't think Rob saw that coming at all. But finally gets it broke up. He's like, hey, you got to get in here. That dude is scary. I mean, don't get me wrong, I think Kane's scary, but the Undertaker, that's another level. Totes, though, getting it turned back around. DDT, I thought he was going to old Totes MO there. Tag Robert Roode right back into the match. There he goes, 2 knees, rides him all the way down to the ground until his head gets introduced to the canvas. Totes now pulls him in the center, rolls up the leg. 1, and only out in 1. Double axe handle. Totes wisely did not focus on Kane at all, only focused on the Undertaker, but missed him with the right, and the Undertaker gets him in enough time, gets it turned back around. And of course, that is not where you want to be. What is going on? Magnificent logo. Welcome to the stream. Guys, remember, drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, turn on the bell notification so you don't miss any time we go live. It's free. It does not cost a thing. Aerosmith wrote a song about how free it was called And It Don't Even Cost a Thing. So, hit the button only one time. You hit it twice, you unsubscribe. So just hit it one time. Smash it. Just make sure the one time you hit it's a good one, though. 1. And only a 1 count on the Undertaker. Totes cannot believe it. Looked like the Undertaker was trying to get over to the corner of the ring. Totes tries to, well, he doesn't just try. He picks him up. Big side slam. Swinging. Now goes. Starts laying. Just lets the hands go. And this has been different than every other tactic Totes has run ever. Diving headbutt now. Rolls up the legs. Shocked he even even knows where he's at to do that. Those diving headbutts are no joke. Undertaker now looks like he's trying to take Totes up for the final ride. Gets him up and back down. Totes can't even know where he's at. 2, but still kicks out in 2. Kane gets in and then right back out of the ring. Yeah, see, I thought Totes was getting out of the ring. I said, that's what he's got to do. Oh, gets him with the old knee. And gets Bobby Roode tagged into the match. Totes, after that, needs a little breather. Bobby Roode wisely taking out the leg, getting Kane on the ground, kind of evening that up just a little bit. Delivering the knife edge chop. And I'm going to tell you, this match is a lot closer than I think, or than I would have thought it was going to be. Now, guys, remember, even though I create the wrestlers, apparently not all of them with the new thing, 2 count, but I create the wrestlers like Totes Magos. We created Bobby Roode's look. We create a lot of the looks still. We do create all the title belts and all the arenas. I don't control the wrestlers. I write the storylines. I turn off the announcers, and I announce the match so that it's not always the same old, same old. Then, if I see you in the comment section enough, there's a good chance you're going to become a wrestler. You look up and down this line, Rebecca, Rowdy, Sentinel, they are all wrestlers. 2, and Robert Roode kicks out in 2. They're all wrestlers. So, you don't have to ask to have me make you. You made your own wrestler, that's good. Now, I will tell you this. Mr. Zach Walker, I'll tell you this. If you really want me to download your wrestler, give them a face scan. Doesn't have to be your face, but put a different face texture on than just the normal thing. Create that wrestler, and I probably would have already downloaded you by now. The wrestlers have got to look unique. They can't look same old, same old. So, Brothers of Destruction, back to the match. Brothers of Destruction have been controlling things. And like I said, though, this is a lot closer than I thought it would be. Look at Kane. The arrogance of Kane walks him over into their corner and throws him up into the ropes. All Totes could do was look on. Now Bobby fighting through and gives him the old flippity-dippity, goes over, gets Totes tagged back in. Kane still on the ground. Oh, but Kane up to his feet probably quicker than Totes thought. And Totes going to use the whole ring as a weapon. Probably not the time to be showing off the little muscles. Kane not impressed, but Totes stays in control. Gets him up, shockingly, and right back down. Now this is an MO of Totes. I said it before, he was in for a lot longer than I thought he would be in. He is normally in, couple moves, and then he is right back out. Probably not the most impressive tag team partner you could have. Oh, Kane's got Bobby, picks him up, going for a ride, choke slam from hell, rolls up the leg, although he is in the wrong corner. But Undertaker now takes, throws Totes McGoats out. Bobby on an island, gets a missile drop kick to the back, and I would not want this or that to happen. Kane up in the air, delivers. There's no way you get up from this. 2, 3, and the Brothers of Destruction will retain the Raw Tag Team Championships. Welcome back, Rebecca. Oh, what is this? Look at this. Brothers of Destruction are like, hey, apparently winning the tag title's not good enough. So that might be something. I don't know how you let that stand. There could be a little rivalry starting right there. And another, that is our third 4-star match of the night. That is crazy. Like, you normally get one every few episodes. Apparently, Universe Mode loves what we're doing. So, getting a lot of really great matches in, which really just comes down for you. Now, not sure why it's showing Totes. This is supposed to be Randy Savage versus Recon Delta. The names are right on there, so I don't know. Totes was just in that match where him and his tag team partner lost and then got beat up after the match. I can't imagine Totes wants any more of that. But yet another New World Order member. So you look on the women's side with the New World Order. We had a few of those. Now we've had a couple with the men's as well. We had the tag team. I mean, this is the 4th member of the NWO that is wrestling tonight. Hogan has wrestled tonight. Savage is going to wrestle tonight. The Outsiders wrestled tonight. The only one we haven't seen is 6. So back after the commercial break, wrestlers getting ready to make their way down to the ring. These are the final 2 matches of the evening. And remember, they're rivalry matches. The computer set these up, so let's see what happens. Randy Savage, though, look, your current men's Intercontinental Champion, making his way down to the ring.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
What is Totes doing? Totes just got done wrestling and gives him a knee right to the face. Intercontinental Champion, not exactly sure why he is out, and Recon Delta is not. He is the scheduled wrestler. Okay. Old Totes, Randy Savage going at it. No belt is on the line. And is Recon going to make his way down to the ring, the guy who's technically supposed to be in this match? If Totes is not in this match, too, why isn't the referee getting down and breaking this up? Oh, Totes taking it on another level. Might just be pissed off at what happened in the last match where him and B.Roode could not get it done, could not win the Raw Tag Team titles, and maybe he's just taking it out now on the NWO, or maybe the NWO didn't really have permission to be using the branding. And this is just Totes sending a message. It's a pretty powerful message, though. The thing is, I have not heard a bell go ding, ding, ding. No bells, no ding, ding, dings. Not exactly sure what's going on. Pump handle slam, though, on the outside of the ring. Apparently, Totes is like, I'm going to get in the ring. Savage still on the outside of the ring. And Totes asking if, are you not amused? The crowd say they are amused. Savage back in the ring now. Swinging neck breaker. Totes, huge clothesline. Referee now gets involved. Totes says, out of the way, buddy. So obviously, match is not going to happen between Recon Delta and Savage. And what does this mean moving forward? Remember, these two matches, this one, the first two of the night, and then these last two, have been set up by the computer. So, very interesting what is going on. But now, Brock Lesnar, the current Raw Men's Championship, in the main event against Danny Ladz, making his Raw debut. Danny Ladz, very well known to the TSW Wrestling Group, will make his Raw debut tonight and against the world champion. Title belt not on the line, but making his debut in this rivalry match. Another very interesting thing, it almost appears that Paul Heyman is representing one wrestler on every single brand.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, accompanied by Paul Heyman from Minneapolis, Minnesota, weighing in at 295 pounds, the Raw World Champion, Brock Lesnar.
So main event of the night, getting ready to happen. Current Raw World Champion making his way down to the ring to face off against Danny Ladz. But this is the first time we have got to see the men's champion up close and in personal. And I'm telling you, he's a big boy. I could think of 155 different better ways to make a Raw debut if I was Danny. But you want to be the best. You want to get the crowds and the fans behind you. You want your subscriber count to go up on your YouTubes. You got to face off against the best, and that's what Danny is doing here tonight. Look at this set, though. Quite the arena.
And his opponent from Manchester, England, weighing in at 253 pounds, the Legend,
Danny Ladz making his way down to the ring again, making his Raw debut. And TSW was a member of the tag team called the Legends. The Legends broke up. Not sure where Peyton Hardy went, but we do know Danny Ladz is now on the Raw brand. And in the main event, so quite a way to make a debut. We have seen a lot of crazy things tonight, especially in these rivalry matches. We have seen some matches not even take place. We have seen some kind of 2-on-1 things end up happening. What is going to happen tonight in the main event? Does this set up, if Danny can win, does this set up a title shot for him? Our very next pay-per-view is going to be the Royal Rumble. That is still a few weeks away, but you will have a 30-man Women's Royal Rumble and a 30-man Men's Royal Rumble. You guys requested the Royal Rumble. It is coming now that we have switched out and gone in the direction we have gone. All three brands will be involved in that as well. You got to. Like, I would think, like, it's almost like one of your own. You got to pull for Danny. Unless any of you are friends with Brock Lesnar. Brock, though, kind of off to a quick start. Is Danny going to be able to survive this initial kind of really onslaught is what's going on? I would not want Brock Lesnar to get his hands wrapped around my neck. Danny, though, look at that. Recovers a lot faster than I think Brock thought he was going to. Needs to keep the offense going. Takes him, throws him on the outside. Waiting. Brock gets back to his feet. Oh, look at that. 2 feet to the chest. Call Danny in the morning. Now laying the boots to Brock. Big overhand rights. Goes to finish it off with the legs, and Brock sidesteps it. Gets back to his feet. And now uses the ring as a weapon like he needed to. Throws Danny back in as the referee gets his count up to 7, but that's as far as it's going to get. Now, no titles are on the line. You can win by a count out. I don't know why you would want to, but you could. In this case, I would say if Danny could win by even a count out, that would be something. Whole boots for dinner, yeah. Danny tried to serve it up medium rare. Brock was not having it. Little trifecta of moves going there. Backbreakers, but Brock doesn't let go the entire time. Now here it is, F5 incoming. Hits Danny with it, rolls up the leg. 1, 2, 3, and that is why Brock Lesnar is the Raw Men's Champion. Brock showing off his belt, but what is this? GC Rock now coming out to let Brock Lesnar know he has got it for him. And not only that, that's the debut of GC Rock on the Raw brand. So GC Rock also a part of the Raw brand. What does that mean? We're going to have to find out in the next episode of Raw. But from everybody here to everybody at home, thank you for tuning in. We will catch all of you in the next one. Peace.